This Family Life News podcast is made possible by the support of listeners like you.
Next on the 5 o'clock report.
We're expecting Thanksgiving to be like any other Thanksgiving, to be very full aircraft.
America was founded on faith.
Once again, Christmas will sound more like this along the West Bank in Bethlehem.
Now, let's go to the newsroom.
Good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast. I'm Family Life News anchor Sarah Harnish. With Thanksgiving week 7 days away, people are breathing a sigh of relief at the nation's airports.
I'm glad that it ended before Thanksgiving.
The FAA lifted flight restrictions at 40 major airports today, just in time for millions to travel with the government shutdown over. The nation's airlines predict they will fly a record 31 million people.
Thanksgiving in general is always a big push for us.
American Airlines Chief Operating Officer David Seymour.
We're expecting Thanksgiving to be like any other Thanksgiving, to be very full aircraft.
The vast majority will drive, though. AAA predicts 73 million will hit the road. Drivers will find gas prices about the same as last year, a little over $3 a gallon. President Trump addressed affordability today at a summit with McDonald's owners and operators. He gave a preview boarding Air Force One to speak on how he'll get prices down for Americans.
From an economic standpoint, our prices are coming down very substantially on groceries and things. And we worked on it this weekend, and you're going to see some of the items that were a little bit higher. We're going to have some little price reductions, and in some cases, some pretty good ones.
Trump also lowered tariff prices on some groceries today, like coffee and beef. Fox News says we'll start to see more in our paycheck after the big, beautiful bill kicks in after the first of the year.
Taxes, you're going to see more money in your pocket to be able to afford more things at the same time that the president says he's working to bring down prices. He's doing that through energy. Gas prices have come down 0.5% in the last inflation report we got.
In an interview this morning, Senator Ted Cruz agreed relief is coming.
Listen, I think it matters at the bottom line. It matters at the kitchen table, and people feel it. I think we've clearly seen positive steps forward on energy prices. Energy prices have gone down and gone down dramatically in the year President Trump has been back in office. When you go fill up your car, it's a lot cheaper than it was a year ago. That also has impacts in pricing and just about everything else.
The U.S. has stepped up its military presence in the Caribbean. The USS Gerald Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier, is parked off the coast of Venezuela today. President Trump has indicated there could be talks with that nation's president. CBS's Charlie D'Agata.
As far as the Trump administration is concerned, this is still a drug interdiction operation called Operation Southern Spear. But with all this U.S. military hardware in the neighborhood, there are plenty of options to expand that operation.
The U.S. House will vote tomorrow on the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files. In a reversal, President Trump gave the green light for House Republicans to take that vote. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
So in many ways, the president weighing in on this and saying, sure, go ahead, he's kind of behind the eight ball here. And that was an attempt to get ahead of what is likely going to be a mass vote from Republicans to release these files.
President Trump has launched the America Prays initiative for the country's 250th anniversary.
America was founded on faith, as we know, and I've been saying it for a long time. And when faith gets weaker, our country seems to get weaker. When faith gets stronger, as it is right now, we're having a very good period of time.
America Prays involves a wide range of churches, ministries, and organizations that partner with digital platforms like Pray.com. Trump says as America nears its 250th anniversary, he wants the nation to recognize its dependence on God. The U.S. Supreme Court is declining to hear a major religious liberty case. Justices will not get involved in the legal fight, which involves a Tampa-based Christian school that was denied a request to broadcast a pregame prayer over the stadium loudspeaker before a championship football game. The school appealed to the Supreme Court, arguing the Athletic Association allowed private speech but censored private religious speech only because it was religious. The High Court's decision will keep a 25-year-old ruling in place that found student-led and initiated prayer at football games is unconstitutional. But Christmas is back in the birthplace of Christ. Correspondent Roger Stern.
Once again, Christmas will sound more like this along the West Bank in Bethlehem. The street celebrations were canceled for 2 years because of the Hamas-Israeli war. But now that there's a ceasefire, Bethlehem's mayor took to Instagram to announce that festivities are returning.
This Christmas season, we invite you to come and visit Bethlehem, the cradle of Christianity and the capital of the Christian world.
Celebrations return on December 6th with a tree lighting in Manger Square.
Still to come on the 5 o'clock report, the state of abortion report is out. Business groups collectively giving a sigh of relief at the pause in natural gas hookup bans in New York, and it's porch pirate season. Those stories after weather.
I'm Kevin Williams, and here is your Family Life regional weather forecast. The next couple days and nights will be relatively uneventful. In our area, weather-wise, we've had our rounds of winter and chill and even lake effect, but that's all winding down now, and high pressure should deliver a little less chill, a little more sun as we progress through the next couple of days. There'll be a couple of flurries around this evening. Some clouds will linger tonight, but there'll be breaks as well. It'll be chilly, low temps, 20s and low 30s. Tomorrow, we'll find some limited sun, but it'll be mainly cloudy. The disturbance passing through the mid-Atlantic states will clip parts of Pennsylvania later in the day and at night with a bit of light rain and snow. The areas most favored would be near and south of Interstate 80. High temps tomorrow, low 40s. Wednesday, skies clear for a decent amount of sunshine, high temperatures in the 40s.
Thank you, Kevin. Checking the stories making news where you live across New York and Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Family Institute is out today with its 2025 State of Abortion report. An abortion mill in Bucks County and a Planned Parenthood near Pittsburgh have both closed their doors the past 12 months. Still, the overall abortion rate in Pennsylvania is at a 14-year high. 97 babies a day are lost to the abortion holocaust in the Keystone State. More than 4,000 late-term abortions were performed last year in the Commonwealth. Business groups in New York are applauding the delay of a new law that banned natural gas hookups in new home constructions. Mike Fazio with the State Builders Association says that law would have priced a lot of people out of homes.
There's no secret we are in a severe housing shortage in New York State, and we need to produce housing quickly and more affordably.
The all-electric mandate was set to take effect January 1st. That will not happen as the law is being challenged in court. Tragedy in Chautauqua County, New York this morning when a 4-year-old girl was fatally struck by a school bus. The Jamestown Police Department says the incident happened shortly after 8 a.m. when the girl was hit by a Panama Central School District bus that was at Fletcher Elementary School for an out-of-district transport. Police rendered aid as soon as they arrived, and the girl was then taken to UPMC Chautauqua, where she passed away. A crisis team is assisting students and staff at the school. A criminal and civil case that riveted Western New York and the nation is back in the news. Here's Family Life's Mark Webster.
Over 30 years ago, the nation watched the low-speed police chase of a white Bronco bearing former Buffalo Bills great O.J. Simpson, who was eventually acquitted of slaying ex-wife Nicole Simpson and friend Ron Goldman in a trial that also mesmerized America. Simpson then lost big in the civil trial that followed, but never paid much of the millions in judgments levied against him. Simpson died last year, and only now his estate has agreed to pay Goldman's family nearly $58 million to settle up, though an estate attorney says the actual current value of Simpson's estate is far less and also owes money to the IRS. Mark Webster, Family Life News.
Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is home from the hospital after falling on his face while walking last week. The lawmaker spent 3 days in a Pittsburgh hospital for a head injury that required 20 stitches on his face. With the holiday season in full swing, police are warning about the prevalence of porch pirates. These are thieves who steal packages delivered to your doorstep.
Around holidays like this, like Christmas coming up, we're going to see it a lot more. It's cyclical. It happens every year.
Syracuse Police Sergeant Tom Blake says porch pirates tend to target certain neighborhoods.
They will traditionally go out during daylight hours when they know people are at work. They'll go to areas where they know it's a blue-collar area where most people are at work and not at home.
Katarina Schmeider with the Better Business Bureau of Upstate New York.
Package theft is something that people should be aware of year-round, but especially around the holidays when people are ordering more gifts online and perhaps some more expensive items.
She says to avoid being ripped off by a porch pirate, schedule deliveries when you know you'll be home. Use lock boxes or send packages to your work instead. Also, if you can, invest in a doorbell camera. Next at 5, issues in education with Dr. Ralph Kerr of the Teaching and Learning Institute and our own Bob Price. We're talking, how much impact does screen time have on your kids' eyes at school? Let's listen in.
I want to talk about an issue that it's become an issue because of all the cell phones and screens and everything in school now. It's called convergence insufficiency. And we got a call from a teacher in our area who said about half of her kids suffer from this, where the muscles in the eyes are not strong enough to allow them to track from left to right. It's so prevalent, she says BOCES now has a PowerPoint that they give teachers on how to spot this. So let's talk about vision problems in the classroom, Ralph, and how big of a deal that is in education.
Well, it really is a big deal. Nationwide, the stats say that at least 1 in 4 students have undiagnosed vision issues. Unfortunately, students may not even realize what's going on. They just think that, blurred vision is the way it is and may not say anything to anybody. So it's really left to the teachers to try to figure this out. And I think this BOCES program that they're offering for teachers is a great start in that regard. More and more children are being diagnosed with ADHD. And some people now are saying that the issue really centers around this convergence insufficiency. And it's not ADHD at all, but it's just a way that the students sort of make up for what's happening with them.
Yeah, and that staring at a screen all day, maybe another reason why it's good that we don't have cell phones in New York schools.
That's Dr. Ralph Kerr of the Teaching and Learning Institute with our own Bob Price. You can subscribe, listen to, and share Issues in Education and all of Family Life's original podcasts at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or at familylife.org.
When it comes to financial mistakes, we've all made them. Hi, I'm Rob West with a Faith and Finance Minute. Maybe you overspent, took on debt you regret, or missed opportunities to save or give. Those choices can weigh heavily, but the good news is your past doesn't define your future. God's mercies are new every morning, and that includes your finances. Proverbs 24:16 reminds us, though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. Stewardship is not about perfection, it's about faithfulness, and faithfulness starts with the next step you take. Don't let shame or regret hold you back. Ask God for wisdom. Make a simple plan and begin walking in a new direction today. Whether you have a little or a lot, God calls you to steward it well. We can help you learn to manage your money according to biblical principles when you download the free FaithFi app. You'll find it on our website at faithfi.com.
Coming up on the 5 o'clock report, how much do you hate bugs? Probably not as much as this guy. His story after weather.
I'm Kevin Williams, and here is your Family Life regional weather forecast. The next couple days and nights will be relatively uneventful in our area weather-wise. We've had our rounds of winter and chill and even lake effect, but that's all winding down now, and high pressure should deliver a little less chill, a little more sun as we progress through the next couple of days. There'll be a couple of flurries around this evening. Some clouds will linger tonight, but there'll be breaks as well. It'll be chilly, low temps, 20s and low 30s. Tomorrow, we'll find some limited sun, but it'll be mainly cloudy. A disturbance passing through the mid-Atlantic states will clip parts of Pennsylvania later in the day and at night with a bit of light rain and snow. The areas most favored would be near and south of Interstate 80. High temps tomorrow, low 40s. Wednesday, skies clear for a decent amount of sunshine, high temperatures in the 40s.
All right, we'll take it, Kevin. Finally, at 5, if you spotted a cockroach in your home, just how far would you go to get rid of it? A Japanese man blew up his apartment. Not on purpose, but the 54-year-old apparently went way overboard spraying insecticide, enough that the fumes eventually ignited, shattering a balcony window and leaving him with minor injuries. And the odds are good that the blast left that cockroach unharmed. And that's the world that we live in for Monday, the 17th of November. I'm Sarah Harnish, and this is the 5 o'clock report on Family Life.
Thank you for listening to this Family Life News podcast. If you've been encouraged by what you've heard, please share it with others and click the subscribe button to automatically receive future episodes. Family Life is a listener-supported ministry. Podcasts like this are made possible by your financial partnership. Find out more at familylife.org.